Welcome to Euro Bangla City SATV News. This is Shibala Ala with our headlines. SUST students hunger strike entered day 7. Medical support phone services allegedly suspended. CID hands over 5 former students to police. Bangladesh is the second most corrupt country in South Asia, right behind Afghanistan, reports Transparency International Bangladesh. ECNEC approved 10 projects including flood and riverbank erosion risk management with Dhaka 4,621.34 crore. SUST students hunger strike entered day 7. Meanwhile, the authorities have allegedly suspended the mobile banking accounts of students protesting at Shahjalal University of Science and Technology. They also stopped providing medical support to those onto a fast unto death. The demonstration students made the claims today. Students said that the medical team of Sylhet MAG Osmani Medical College that had been providing fasting students with treatment stopped doing so on Monday, putting the well-being on many at risk. However, there is a physician to provide medical support. They also alleged that 5 mobile banking accounts to which university alumni would send nearly Taka 2 lakh every day for food and treatment for around 3,000 protesters have been suspended. Bangladesh is the second most corrupt country in South Asia, while Afghanistan earned the top spot in the region, according to the Corruption Perception Index 2021 reports. Bangladesh is the third most corrupt among 31 Asia-Pacific countries. The information was presented today in a Transparency International Bangladesh webinar. The CPI ranks 180 countries and territories around the world by their perceived levels of public sector corruption. Bangladesh received a score of 26 out of 100 and is ranked 147 from the top of the list of 180 countries. Bhutan, on the other hand, has the lowest level of corruption in South Asia with a score of 68. The Executive Committee of the National Economic Council today approved 10 projects including flood and riverbank erosion risk management in Podda and Jamuna rivers. It involves Taka 4,621.34 crore. The approval came at the ECNEC meeting with ECNEC chairperson and Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina in the chair. The Premier attended the meeting, joining virtually from her official Ganabhavan residence. Among the approved 10 projects, 5 are new, while 5 others are revised ones. Planning Minister M.A. Mannan said Bangladesh Water Development Board will implement the flood and riverbank erosion risk management investment program by December 2025. He said the main goal of this protest is to provide assistance to improve the standard of life, alleviate poverty and achieve sustainable economic growth of the people affected by erosion along the Jamuna and Podda rivers. Army League had appointed lobbyists to promote good governance and a positive image of Bangladesh, Foreign Minister A.K. Abdul Momen said today, indicating the BNP Jamaat had appointed lobbyists to prevent trial of war criminals. He said that Army League engaged lobbyists to counter the false negative image of Bangladesh propagated by the opposition. Momen said a government appointed what they call a PR firm. Such things have been common since the Ershad regime. Tower Hamlets Mayor John Biggs has announced name proposal for 4 more council buildings across the borough after local community heroes of the past. The announcement comes after Altaf Ali House in Wapping was unveiled last year, with the mayor outlining the significance of the building names to celebrate the diverse communities in Tower Hamlets at the press conference held yesterday. Altaf Ali was a victim of a racist attack in 1978. The new proposed building names and locations include Tasadduq Ahmed in Mile End, Shahabuddin Ahmed Bilal in Stephanie Green, Sufia Kamal in Batnal Green and Syed Ashraful Islam in Spartle Fields and Bangla Town. The inspiration behind these building names comes from the deep-rooted Tower Hamlets community in which each was involved. Viewers are taking a short break. Stay with Euro Bangla City SATV News. Welcome back. You're watching Bangla City SATV News. Now international news. At least 19 people were killed during clashes between two groups at a club in the town of Sorong in Indonesia's West Papua province, with most dying after the night spot caught fire in the violence, said police. Sorong police chief said clash broke out last night. It was a prolonged conflict from a clash on Saturday. One victim was stabbed and 17 more died in the blaze at the nightclub. Police are investigating the cause of the fire. 8 people were killed and many more injured in a crash outside the Cameroonian football stadium Monday ahead of an Africa Cup of Nations match. Crowds attempted to enter through a southern entrance at Olombe Stadium in the capital Yaoundé to watch the host nation play Comoros. Although the stadium's capacity of 60,000 has been limited over coronavirus fears, the 60% is raised to 80% when Cameroon's indomitable Lions play. 8 deaths were recorded, 2 women in their 30s, 4 men in their 30s, 1 child, 1 body taken away by the family. A journalist associated with a local TV channel was gunned down by 2 armed motorcyclists outside the Lahore Press Club today. Identified as Husnain Shah, the 40-year-old was working as a crime reporter with Capital TV and was also a council member of the press club. The police launched investigations into the killing. However, the motive behind the killing was not stated. Reacting to the attack, the Lahore Press Club governing body called an emergency meeting, shut down the club premises for all kinds of activities till the burial of the journalist, and hosted a black flag in mourning. Lahore police teams had been constituted to investigate the case and trace the criminals. A rare snowstorm in Greece swept through the country on Monday, closing schools, roads and shutting down transport. Schools are to remain closed until Tuesday, with classes taking place online, while public service employees were advised to leave work at noon. Firefighters received calls from people trapped in their cars. Meanwhile, heavy snowfall slammed Istanbul as well, with authorities halting all flights at Istanbul airport for an hour on Monday. Turkey's Disaster and Emergency Authority said thousands were stranded due to the adverse weather, as many parts of Turkey have been hit with heavy snowfall since the weekend. Almost 900 people were evacuated from the tourist town serving Machu Picchu in Peru. The Inca jewel of Peru's travel industry, the left 1 person missing and several homes destroyed due to rains and flood. So far, 889 tourists have been transferred from Machu Picchu Pueblo to another nearest tourist town. The heavy rains caused flooding last Friday when the Alcameo River, which passes through the town, burst into banks. Due to damage to the track caused by the rains, the rail link was already slatted, so the suspended for tourist services until January 27. WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange was yesterday given the chance to challenge a decision allowing him to be extradited to the United States to face 18 criminal charges. U.S. authorities are seeking Assange to face trial on 18 counts related to WikiLeaks' release of vast troves of confidential U.S. military records. In December, the High Court in London overturned a lower court's ruling that he should not be extradited on health grounds. Indian actor Anushka Sharma and Virat Kohli wants to keep their daughter Vamika away from camera, telling paparazzi multiple times not to take photos of her. The daughter went viral after she was caught on a live broadcast. Within few minutes of the clip airing on TV, Vamika's photo from the match went viral on social media. Sharma and Kohli issued statements through their Instagram stories in which they stated they had no idea that their daughter's images were captured and widely shared thereafter. This is the first time that their daughter's face was revealed publicly. The couple was never posted a complete photo of the toddler ever since she was born. Fixing is a curse for any kind of sports. Many cricketers had destroyed their career for doing so. It happened to former Zimbabwe cricket captain Brandon Taylor as well. Taylor revealed on Monday in a tweet that he took cocaine and $15,000 bribe from an Indian businessman to fix matches. Arifuddin Nobin has the full story.
Finally, Taylor, the former captain, revealed his honest admission that he took cocaine and $15,000 bribe from an Indian businessman to fix matches who later blackmailed him. He informed in a tweet that he had carried a burden for over 2 years that affected his mental health. On the flip side, the ICC is taking the decision to impose a multi-year ban on his international cricketing career, but he claimed that he did not fix any match, adding that he was ready and will humbly accept the ICC decision. Taylor also had been taking medication to treat mental health issues and had been facing terrible problems for years with drugs and narcotics. Arifuddin Nobin, SATV News Desk.
Before ending, we go to the Bangla city SATV news headlines again. SUST students' hunger strike entered day 7. Medical support phone services allegedly suspended. CID hands over 5 former students to police. Bangladesh is the second most corrupt country in South Asia, right behind Afghanistan, reports Transparency International Bangladesh. ECNEC approved 10 projects including flood and riverbank erosion risk management with Dhaka 4,621.34 crore. You're up to date so far here on Bangla City SATV News, and to know the latest news visit www.satv.tv. Stay with SATV.